Life is waiting for you. It's all messed up, but we're alive. Life is waiting for you. It's all messed up, but we'll survive. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on the Go. These are my thoughts. I'm on the go. Another Sunday night. Decided to go for another run. I'll tell you this, hit the gym before this, doing heavy squats. Not a good idea to start doing hill runs up McLennan Park there, wherever my hand is. But I was at the top of the hill. It's a big hill, pretty steep going up there. You go tobogganing down it in the wintertime, and lots of bike ramps. But just beautiful sunset. It's crazy. Last week it was like this red. It's like a red ball. This though, super bright sun this week. But just so much clarity standing at the top of that hill, just looking out, looking at everybody around. I mean, lots of people up there just enjoying life. So those lyrics, Our Lady Peace, from their song Life. My wife got us tickets this week to go see them in Toronto. So lucky me, lucky to have the wife I have, and she got me tickets. So second album I ever got was Our Lady Peace. Happiness is not a fish that you can catch. First album I ever bought was Blink-182. Enema of the State, if you guys know that album, with what's my age again. Then I went back and I started buying some of the older Our Lady Peace, and of course they're Canadian bands, so we got to support Canada. But just really powerful lyrics. I was just listening to what's it called, Made of Steel. Man, such a great song. Basically kind of parodying life, or relating life to like Superman, basically is how it's kind of playing off. But just want to talk about life. Life is waiting for you. Seize those opportunities, seize the moments. Want to get your message out there, pick up your phone like I'm doing right now and just start talking. And I'm walking around all these people right now and everyone's looking at me going, what's this guy doing? But it doesn't matter, because if at least one person can find some good out of the stuff I'm putting on, and it's amazing the reach that some of my videos have. And I've got people messaging me from over in Europe and people down in the States. They come across my video just asking questions, or if I know, it's absolutely amazing, the reach. So hopefully anyone who's tuning into this, usually get a couple hundred views on these videos throughout all of my social medias. So make sure you guys check it out. I try to post long form content a lot on YouTube now, but I put these videos up on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram as well. Just try to get as many people checking this stuff. But let's talk about life, how it's waiting for you. And yes, we live in a chaotic society and there's all this stuff going around, but my in-laws were over today. Just celebrating my middle son's going to be turning 13 tomorrow, by the time I'm recording this on the Sunday. And he was just reminiscing and saying like how lucky we are. Nice neighborhood, nice weather, chilling in my backyard with a pool, his grandkids playing around. He's like, no wars, no violence, no drugs, no guns. Like yes, it is. How lucky is this? This is my Sunday. This is what I get to do. And yeah, I mean, my life is I would say that my life is so easy right now. And yes, there's stresses with money and all that stuff, but I say my life is so easy right now because of things that I've talked about before, about my past self putting in the work. And yes, there's been tragedies and losses over the years, but I always try to grow from that. You can't dwell on stuff too long. I forget what was the one thing. It's like if you're angry, you get max of like one day to be angry about something, and then you got to move on for it. And 100% true. If you just keep dwelling on things in the past, bad business deals, bad jobs, bad relationships, the best thing you can do is get out there, find a support group. If you're going through some hard times, find a mentor or just someone you can talk to. Reach out to me if I can help you in any way or point you in the right direction. That's just my whole goal. I have a quote that I put up on my Facebook banner. It's I won't sleep well at night until 1 billion people breathe easier because of me. And if we all had that mentality and we all put in that effort, then everything would be a lot better than where it is right now. And we were sitting around having lunch today, extended family. We're so lucky that my parents and my in-laws both live less than 10 minutes away from me on either side, east and west of me. My wife's cousin and her kids live down the street. We were hanging out with my wife's cousin and his kids yesterday. My wife's aunt came over. She's only 10-15 minutes down the road. So how lucky are we that we've got all that support here? And I know a lot of people don't have that. And I think that's a big problem right now in society. My wife and I have talked about this on our podcast and some episodes we did a while ago about the whole it takes a village. And if you don't have that support around you, like, my wife's cousin, she's like, hey, I'm going to drop off the kids tomorrow for you. And then, and then my wife's aunt will watch the kids, and we've watched the kids sometimes. So just not to have that stress and the ability to, for us when our kids were younger, if we wanted to go to something like a concert, we were so lucky that my parents are down the street, or my wife's aunts have helped watch the kids, or cousins have helped watch the kids. My sister, my brother, whatever. So how lucky are we? Again, goes back to the having an attitude of gratitude. So grateful. And if you don't have that, there's so many different support groups that are out there. There's different mom groups that are out there, different dads helping dads groups. I joined a couple different dads helping dads groups on Facebook, just to help lend an ear and get some insight as well. As my sons, my oldest is 16 now. I got a 13-year-old tomorrow. My other son's going to be 12 soon. This is all stuff we don't, nobody knows until you go through it. And that's the most, important thing to know, and not beat yourself up about that. I say, there was people having a conversation a long time ago, but they were talking about how, we became parents, you become parents with your first kid. And it's good to recognize that. And, as a child as well, if, you didn't grow up in the best environment, in most cases, your parents tried as best they could. They didn't know. And if we were all actually helping each other, and you think about how our ancestors used to do it, and everyone was in a village and going over to each other's houses and helping them out. And, people can badmouth immigrants all they want about how, they put multiple generations of families into one house, but how smart are they? We have it wrong, the way we're doing things. We're so selfish. We want to have our own houses, and you wonder why, well, there's a housing crisis because of a lot of mismanagement, but also because we're too proud to live with our parents, or have our parents live with us, or cohabitate and share houses together. And also when you start thinking about all the relationships that, from stress or strain or financial issues that they've split up over the years, and now they need a house as well. And it's just a snowballing effect. And like I said, if everybody was just of that mindset where we all want to make sure that, we all want to help out 1 billion people. We all want to make sure, if we all just made sure that 2 people tomorrow had an easier day, and everybody did that, well, 50% of the population wouldn't have to do anything, because we'd already have solved all the problems. So, yes, life is out there. Take the chances, take the risk, don't give up on it. Even in those hard times. I just posted a quote the other day talking about that, how it's only getting hard because you're about to break through. And think about any project that you're doing. You're renovating a house, it gets real hard at the end, just trying to pushed through that last couple percent. If you're doing a project, same thing. You got to push through to the end till you get to the other side, and then it's done. Then you've won. A sports analogies that we talked about on my other podcast that I have on Facebook there, winners and losers. And losers, you can lose at something, but here's the secret to winning, is to keep trying. And that's just been a motto I've lived in my whole life, just constantly trying, throwing out new ideas constantly, whether it's at work or personally, or trying to come up with different business ideas, or think about exercising. I exercise every single day and wasn't getting any results until I realized, hey, let's take a step back here. Where am I going wrong, and what do I need to change? What do I need to pivot? And all of a sudden, let's try it. Let's alter our diet, reduce the carbs, increase the fats, reduce the fats, increase the proteins, increase the carbs, back and forth, until you find what works. And all of a sudden, now I can produce more. I can provide better results because I kept winning and losing, and all of a sudden now I'm winning. So just the final thing, I always talk about being a pro. Well, the pro mindset is a no quit, keep pushing forward attitude. So if you want to be a pro in this world, keep pushing through, and don't be afraid to reach out if you need the help, because us pros can't always do it by ourselves.